What about the labor market in 2022? So the labor market has the real wage on the vertical axis and the quantity of labor on the horizontal axis. So we have a supply of labor, let's assume it's a vertical line, and the demand for labor by firms. And firms demand less labor if the price of labor, the real wage, is high, and demand more labor if the price of labor is low, so the real wage is low. That's the idea of a simplified, of course, labor market where supply meets demand and supply meets demand at some real wage that equilibrates the market. So that's a very simple labor market model. In reality is, of course, much more complicated, but that's how economists think about the labor market, supply and demand, and the price on the labor market is the real wage. What we do see in Germany under the label Fachkräftemangel is a so-called tight labor market, and that's what you do not only see in Germany, we also see that even to a higher extent in the US, a tight labor market. What is a tight labor market? This means that there are more vacancies than employees and applicants, right? So more vacancies than employees and applicants. And that's what we currently see. So there is more demand than supply. There's more demand than supply. And therefore, we have too many vacancies. So in Germany, we talk about 1.9 million vacancies in 2022. And in the US, it's also an enormous amount. It hasn't been the case now for decades. This is a new phenomenon. So what we need in Germany, but the same is true, of course, for the US, is that we just need more supply. We need a right shift of the supply curve. And how could that happen? Well, there are a couple of possibilities. And one possibility is to incentivize more women to enter the labor market. Another possibility is to incentivize older workers to remain in the labor market. And another possibility is to get more migrants to work in Germany or in the US to fill the gap. So tight labor market means more demand than supply, but we have still a lot of opportunities to increase the supply of work, and that's what we will see in the future.